Welcome back to Out of Controllers.
We're doing another Nancy Drew game.
Because I am insatiable.
You are, and we enjoy these games, and even though we've been experiencing some technical difficulties with them, by God, we're gonna try.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make you try.
Yeah, they're fun, so fucking start a new game.
To my latest case.
It's the latest case.
We're gonna do Junior Detective again.
Greetings from the new deputy curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C.
Oh my.
By the way. How's Africa?
Where does she live in real life?
River Heights.
You move on to Nairobi.
Where is that?
Got the internship.
Fucking knows.
Your
River
friend
Heights.
Franklin Rose was also nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases. As you probably know, the museum specializes in ancient Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the news recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya monolith. Apparently it's created quite a buzz among experts in the field. Well, Beach Hill plans to feature the monolith in an upcoming exhibition. Just imagine, this artifact has been buried for hundreds of years, and now it's going to be unveiled to the public for the first time. The museum is short-staffed at the moment, and they're expecting such a huge turnout that they've closed their doors to prepare. I can hardly wait to dig into this exciting project and learn how archaeologists and historians solve the mysteries of ancient cultures. I'll keep you posted. Love, Nancy.
Nancy Drew, I presume. I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill.
That was a joke. That was an archaeology joke.
I was just checking the lock
Oh,
on this display
I presume,
case.
I see.
This is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Who is King Pakal?
Pakal assumed the
Said
throne
the
at
shadowy
age 12.
figure.
Can you imagine? That was 615 A.D. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization.
Is that jade?
Yes, the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings. There isn't another piece like this in the world, and it's priceless, which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it.
That was, I'm gonna try and make that the screen cap for this video.
Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board at a critical time for Beach
Wow.
Hill. An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff. Franklin Rose assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope he's right because I'm not here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
Okay, before we continue, I have a couple of concerns.
Alright, historian, please go into it.
Well, no, my first concern is that she holds her cases more valuable than, like, an actual, presumably paying job. And secondly, I am concerned to see how this game handles history and archaeology as somebody who has, like, studied both. Not a lot, but, you know.
Enough to know that things go horribly, horribly wrong in media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait until we can play Tomb Raider.
It's an internship. It's probably not paid.
But this isn't, 2010s.
You think Nancy Drew got into a lot of good colleges? If
All
she went to
of
college
them.
education?
She didn't need to go to get a college education. She could just live on her dad's money forever. Anyway,
But, like, was she okay with that?
I don't know.
Well,
I know some Nancy Drew adaptations are set in college. At least I think.
Okay then.
Anyway, are we glad to be here and want to know more about the exhibit, or do we want to talk about the value of hard work?
Ugh. Hard work is...
Either one of these just gets her talking
Hard
more.
work is super classist. Let's not do that
I'm
one.
glad to be here.
Yeah.
Please, tell me more about the exhibit.
In addition to our permanent collection, we're borrowing
Good
rare
God, this movie
pieces
talks a
from
lot.
museums
It
and
talks a
private
lot. I mean, there's a
collectors
lot of
around the
exposition at the beginning of
world.
this game.
Soon we'll be sitting on the most fabulous collection of Maya artifacts ever assembled in one place. And now that we've scored the monolith too, Beach Hill sera numero uno.
Well, fun fact about archaeologists and historians, in my experience, they talk a lot.
I mean, that's legit. There's a lot to talk about in history.
It's true. And, they don't often get a chance to talk about it, so
That's
when they
true.
can,
Yeah, especially to a willing ear.
Like
Yeah.
my brother in trains.
This monolith, it's
Oh,
an
boy.
important discovery.
No, that's why we're
Yes,
displaying
a
it.
hot young team of archaeologists, Americans and Mexicans both, dug it out of a cave
That's
near
good.
Palenque. Every curator from here to Siberia was trying to get a hold of it, but I'm the one who closed the deal.
For some reason, I thought she said I was the one who closed the dust, and I'm like, Okay. I don't understand.
You
Why do
are.
you mention the
I read well.
nationalities of the archaeologists?
Because in archaeology, everyone wants to be king of the sandbox.
It's true.
I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Well, but also like Americans coming in and like doing archaeology in a particular place aren't always sensitive to like the local culture and history and traditions. And so if you have people who are like locals, they have a better insight as to what the people there are actually interested in finding out about their history. Because Americans have a different agenda. It's not always a bad one, but it's different from like the people who live there.
This is a great intro where we're just educational and not very funny.
Rather than a monolith, it's a massive pillar of
I wanna know
stone,
about
nearly
Alejandro Del Rio.
1,500 years old,
didn't
with
ask about
Maya
that?
glyphs
I did.
carved into it. We've installed it in the garden. Wait until you see it.
Also, I thought glyph was Zilf, and I was like, I hate
You're
my
so
eyes.
tired right now.
Also, I just sometimes don't read words well.
How do you know it's 1,500 years old?
According to Henrik, the monolith was made at the special request of King Pakal himself, but we don't know what its purpose was.
I imagine to stand.
Who's Henrik?
Oh my god.
Henrik
I'm good at
Vanderheun,
archaeology.
world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics. He's the latest addition to the Beach Hill Brain Trust. I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vander head till he's got a translation on that monolith.
Boy.
Pointy Vanderhead? Where was he working before?
At the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico. Anyway, there's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
I thought she was gonna say once you've knocked those up. Now my eyes are playing tricks.
Shouldn't I have more training?
Don't worry.
No.
We'll be in the swing of things soon enough. Go ahead and take a look
Oh.
around the museum.
G's
I'm
look
sure
like
you'll
Z's to me
find
in
the
this
monolith,
font,
Louis,
so
and
that's why it's
Terrasante.
happening.
Or just roll up your sleeves and hit the lab.
I also love that she asked if she needed more training. Because the amount of training you actually need to like start out on this shit is hilarious.
Lee, inadequate,
Well,
or
it's-
like little.
Basically, when I went on a dig, it was I knew nothing, and they were like, "Yeah, just jump in," and I was like, "What? Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Because it's like it's not something you can really prep people for. You just have to like have them start doing it.
Are we gonna get down to business to defeat some Huns?
Sure.
Yes.
Any last advice before I get down to business?
Semper ubi sub ubi.
Yeah, I tell my kids that every day when they go to school.
I know that-
Semper ubi sub ubi.
I know that was Latin, and I know that it. Half of it is that it sounds funny. Mariposa.
What?
You were definitely you're doing the thing again. Stop
What?
it.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about? I
Like-
don't like making him stand up and sit down again.
Yeah, see, you're just wasting my time and the audience's time.
Oh, we're just
I might
talking
confiscate
anyway.
the mouse privileges from you.
Oh, look at this. It's a nice picture.
Pretty. Wow.
Get a lab coat.
I'm
Steal one.
I like a girl with a short skirt and a long
long
lab
penis.
coat.
I mean, if that's.
Hid in Guatemala.
Interesting.
Oh man,
Oh,
that
God.
woman looks like she's looking at a salad,
Yeah.
but she's not quite laughing yet.
Oh man.
How did a New York society woman like yourself end up in Topeka, Kansas?
My husband, Herbert Laszlo, was a hydro engineer. When he got appointed to head up the Kansas River Flood Control Project, naturally we came to Topeka. I don't know why she has this accent. When Herbert drowned, everyone thought I would make a beeline back to New York. But after 36 years in Topeka, I just didn't have the heart to leave. The truth is, this is my home now.
Just as an aside, I find it interesting you never took his name. That was almost unheard of at the time of your marriage, wasn't it?
Yes, well, I never was one to worry about conventions, and where I come from, once a Rutherford, always a Rutherford.
Well, you certainly have been a trailblazer. Now, back to Topeka. What about your love for the arts? What in the world do you do for culture and entertainment here?
Oh, my stars! My grandma says that. Oh, my stars.
Oh my stars,
Okay, she's gonna be my grandma
I'll
now.
fuck you up.
Oh, my stars. Don't underestimate Topeka, dear. The arts are alive and well here.
Oh no.
We have theater, symphony, and over 20 art galleries. I organize the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Corn Growers Ball, and I sit on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, too. This is the capital of Kansas, after all.
Oh no.
Ms. Rutherford, Art Appraiser is thrilled to be featuring your fire ruby necklace in this month's issue. Please tell us about this extraordinary piece of jewelry.
The necklace originally belonged to Herbert's mother, Hester. Rest her soul. We never got along. Oh, but those rubies really did blaze like a burning ring of fire around her neck.
You had the necklace altered when you inherited it, is that right?
Yes, well, Hester's spirit was just a bit too overpowering in the necklace. I felt like I was going to be strangled whenever I wore it, so I decided to add a piece for my own family to balance out the energies and, you know, make it my own.
What?
Okay.
What?
Yeah, no, that's... I don't...
Okay.
It doesn't really... Okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's
I don't
fine.
think it
Commission
goes.
For the arts. How cultured.
What? Okay.
What?
Also, I'm a complete nerd and I'm also studying Greek right now, but a part of me wonders if Hester isn't like a Greek version of the name Esther.
Yeah. Maybe.
Sorry, this is a very educational episode.
Yeah, and that's where we actually have to end now.
I'm
'cause
sorry
we're over
that I'm
time.
not sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, we'll be more funny. We just have to get back in the groove of this because we're all very tired right now.
I refuse to be
Well,
funny.
also that was a lot of, like,
Yeah,
exposition
it was.
that we had to
And,
go
like,
through.
And I have feelings,
Yeah,
alright?
you got feelings about archaeology, which are totally valid, and that's like this is a good place to talk about them. So,
Alright, thanks for watching, you
thanks
guys.
for watching.
Thanks for watching.
See you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.